Hi there, and welcome to 6.3, day 1. We are dividing using long division. And what we're doing is we're dividing two polynomials. So the essential question is obviously how do you divide two polynomials using long division? Well, for some of us, long division isn't something that we do every day. So I want to review a little bit about long division. So if you'll look off to this chart here, we have a couple key terms that I want you to know. Divisor is the one, here we go. Divisor is the one that is going into the dividend, and the dividend is the one underneath the this sign like this, the division sign. The quotient is the number on top, and the remainder is how much is left after we're done dividing. So, I want you to notice the difference between the two, polynomial long division and arithmetic long division. So arithmetic is just when we have plain numbers, and polynomial is when we have, obviously, polynomials. So this is what polynomial long division will look like, and I want to take you through the steps that we'll take to divide using long division. The first thing we have is write the dividend is in standard form, including terms with a coefficient of 0. So remember the dividend is the one inside the box. Step 2, write the division in the same way as you would when you're dividing numbers. So again, it's going to look like the chart from above. Then we divide and write the final answer. So it seems easy enough. So divide using long division. So what we're going to do is, let's get started with this one here. So we have 4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 10. So what I want you to notice is that we're missing a couple of terms. We are missing the x squared term, and it's out of order. So the first thing I want to do is put it in order by degree. So 4x squared is going to come after the 3x cubed. 3x cubed plus 4x squared. And we're going to include this 0x squared plus 10. So this is the number that's going to go underneath the dividing sign. So this is our dividend. So we have 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 0x plus 10. So now we put the smaller number on the outside. So we have x minus 2. Now what we do is we want to really focus on this term here, the term on the left. We want to see how many times x can go into 3x cubed. So that would be 3x squared, because x times 3x squared is going to be 3x cubed. Now don't forget we need to multiply this by the minus 2. So negative 2 times 3x squared is minus 6x squared. Now what we do is we subtract the 2. And so what we're going to get here is 0x cubed, so I'm not going to write anything. And then 4x minus a negative 6x is positive 10x squared. And then we're going to bring down this 0x. All right, now it's our job to take this x again and see how many times it can go into 10x squared. So that would be plus 10x. And x times 10x is 10x squared. And negative 2 times 10x is minus 20x. Now we subtract. And I'll do another color here. We get 10x squared minus 10x squared is 0x squared, so we'll just leave that. And 0x minus a negative 20x is 20x. Then we bring down this 10 plus 10. We're almost done here. It seems like a lot of work, but we can do it. So we got to see how many times this x can go in 20x. X goes into 20x plus 20 times, because 20 times x is 20x. And then we have to do 20 times negative 2, which is minus 40. When we subtract these, we are going to get an answer of 50. Now we can see here that 50 is our remainder when we divide. So how we would write our answer, I'm going to write it over here so we don't get confused. Our answer is 3x squared plus 4x plus 20 plus 50, which is the remainder, over x minus 2. And you'll notice that we get that from here. So our final answer, I'll write it as 1 so you can see it, is 3x squared plus 4x plus 20 plus 50 over x minus 2. So this is our final answer here, and we get our answer from above, our quotient, and our remainder. And remember, the remainder goes over that. All right, we have one more problem like that. Seems simple enough. So again, we write the this number here, we write it in order, and it is in order, and we are not missing any terms, so we can just go ahead and put that under the division sign. So 15x squared plus 8x minus 12. And then we put this term here on the outside, 3x plus 1. Now what we do is we see how many times 3x can go into 15x squared, and that would be 5x times. 3x times 5x is 15x squared, and 5x times 1 is 5x. Now we're subtracting. 15x squared minus 15x squared is 0, and 8x minus 5x is 3x. Then we bring down this minus 12. And then we want to see how many times 3x can go into 3x, and that is exactly 1 time, so plus 1. 3x times 3x is, or 3x times 1, sorry, is 3x. And 1 times 1 is 1. So now we subtract the 2, we get 0, and then 12 minus 1 is minus 13. So our remainder is negative 13. So how we would write this is 5x plus 1 plus negative 13 over 3x plus 1. So I think you guys are going to do awesome at this, and I'm not concerned. So why don't you try the next two, and don't forget your summary at the bottom. Good luck.